I woke up to an urgent knock at our door. It was one of the male counselors saying his sister was having an emergency in the girls' restroom. I didn't hear details, so I just ran out of our cabin into the girls' bathroom next door. When the other leaders and I got in there, we found this girl in one of the stalls. But as I got up closer, I realized she was sitting on the toilet holding a brand new baby.
Whoa!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Youth Group Chronicles. Really good to have you all listening to the show. I am appreciative of it. I really am. But in the studio tonight, Buddy Jenkins, Isaiah Smallwood. Welcome to the YGC couch.
That sounded a little crazy.
Pause.
We're not doing.
No,
Pause.
You can't make it weird.
Pause.
You cannot make it
You
weird.
already did.
No, it wasn't
Pause.
meant to be.
No, because you said it, and as soon as you
because he
said
with a
it,
smirk on.
you made a face.
That boy said, "Welcome to the couch."
Welcome to the couch.
You on the couch?
What y'all finna do?
Anyway, thank you, boys, for being in the studio. What'd you say?
Nothing.
What's going on tonight?
Nothing.
Y'all forget it's Sunday.
Oh, it is.
It's a holy day.
It's the holy
so it's
day.
good.
That's right.
So we're good.
Wait.
If you are
Yes, it is. Y'all don't know the rules.
if you are brand new to this podcast, this is where youth
We'll
leaders,
sit on
youth
the
pastors,
couch.
people in youth ministry, even students send in stories from youth group and trips that they take and youth camp, and my guests blind react to them. So if this is your first time, one, thank you for being here. Two, hopefully you're not in for it, but typically that's how it goes for the Youth Group Chronicles episode. So we will start this off with a story from Cole. Cole said, after a youth group trip to a water park, one of our leaders realized that he forgot to bring any underwear. In a pinch, he went commando and didn't think anything about it. After the park, we ate dinner, we did some shopping for a few hours, and then we got on the transit bus to head back to where we were staying. But throughout the ride, a few people were giving our leader some weird looks, and one older lady in particular was staring directly at him. When she got to her stop, before shuffling off the bus, she leaned down to our leader and said, "Your fly is wide open."
You know what I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
Meat out.
Um,
Meat just out. Taking a ride.
how you not feel it?
Great question.
Like it's breeze.
I mean, to be fair, I've never felt when my fly was open.
Yeah, but you got underwear on.
True. I don't know how it feels to be commando.
Like it's a windbreaker.
And commando in jeans is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if
Raw butt to jeans is crazy.
No.
Raw meat to jeans is also crazy.
Meat to zipper is crazy.
Meat to zipper is crazy.
Well, you didn't say he was wearing. Did you say he was wearing jeans? I don't know.
I mean, if
Zipper
your
being
if
down,
your fly is open, I'm
Oh
assuming,
yeah, he
wearing
has a zipper. That's
khakis,
right.
commando?
That's-
I'm assuming it's jeans.
This man wearing khakis,
And-
commando. He going
And
to
they were at a water park, so he had damp booty and meat to jeans,
Ugh.
and it was probably hot outside.
I-
Boy,
'Cause it was a
Yeah,
water
'cause it was
that
a
boy
water
probably
park.
Smelling. Actually, nah, it's getting aired out. It ain't smelling.
But it's on straight denim. It probably smell like pennies.
Nah, because yeah.
You ever
that
smell
boy
wet?
got Burlington
You ever
Coat
smell wet
Factory
denim?
jeans.
You ever smell wet denim before?
No. I
And
don't think
before
I
he
have.
left the house, he smelled the jeans and said, "Yeah, they good.
Oh, they're probably
Chlorine,
Yo.
sweat,
Yo,
pants.
Subway,
Yeah.
like yo, nah.
They went
Definitely
There's
everywhere,
something going
too.
on.
Definitely Whopper Jr. extra onion.
He chose. He knew what he was doing.
I
That's a bold
That boy
statement.
said,
I don't know.
yeah.
I would have just wore the wet draws.
Y'all in for it today.
I would have just wore the wet draws.
Although that's
He
uncomfortable
looked at
too.
the old woman. He said,
True.
I think I'd rather take jeans
you
over
you rather
wet clothes
jeans
for
to
the rest
meat
of the day.
than wet draws.
"Which one of
and
these
jeans.
things is
Probably
not
would
like
if
the
it's
other?"
dry. Yeah, I know it's uncomfortable, but
My zipper
wet
down.
swim trunks all day. You're going shopping. You're
Eventually
going.
they're
You're
gonna
going to
dry,
a
though.
restaurant. You go in there dripping wet.
That boy went to a Chinese buffet.
I-
Schmeat out.
Yeah, that's crazy. All through the mall.
That man,
That's crazy.
he went shopping and all, bruh.
They went shopping. They went out to eat,
Dang.
and they
It
rode a
matters
public
where he went
bus.
shopping.
And public bus.
Public bus. They probably thought he was homeless. Sir, you want a couple dollars?
That's New York City activities right there.
You need a
That
couple
is- that
dollars.
is New York
You ain't
City
got no underwear on.
activities.
You need a couple dollars.
No, I when I was in New York City, I was walking down the sidewalk, and I'm like, it's not raining. Look up, dude, laying down sideways peeing. Didn't even wake
Hold
up.
on. Question.
Did
you walk on it?
No,
Oh, yeah, you
I did not. No, I didn't. I did not. It was
That
just
boy
like
said- that
coming
boy
down the
said-
sidewalk, like someone had poured out a drink, and I like followed. And I was like, oh, it was disgusting.
Why are you smiling when I asked you if you walked on it?
I'm not okay. I am
That boy
smiling,
said,
but that has nothing
nah.
to do with it. I really
I didn't
didn't.
walk on it.
That would be gross.
That is gross.
This is a story from Ashley. Ashley said, at youth group, I was using one of those stretchy, sticky toys with a hand on one end to slap some students with.
Oh.
I hit one of our friends from behind, and it wrapped around his head, hitting him in the side of the face.
I know.
But what I didn't know is this kid had a metal ruler in his mouth. So when my sticky hand wrapped around his head, it grabbed the edge of the ruler, and when it yanked it back, it slit both sides of this kid's mouth. He immediately started bleeding, and he had scabs that made him look like the Joker for about a week.
That's the kid with the ruler in his mouth fault.
What?
Why? Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
You all right?
Yeah.
You ain't never messed up when you talk.
Just say it again.
You right, buddy. You right. Let me try it again. That's the boy with the ruler in his mouth fault. That was better?
Yeah.
That was better?
Yeah.
All right.
Yo.
Anyway, what you got a ruler in your mouth for at youth group?
It's youth group kids, dude.
Yeah. You all right? I'm about to say something crazy. I'm like,
No, go ahead,
yeah, like
buddy.
you ain't never
Go ahead,
slap
buddy.
your mouth before.
Huh?
Pause.
You ever had something in your mouth is crazy. Don't you ever ask me that again.
You haven't?
That boy looked at me and said, you ever had something in your mouth?
You told me to say it.
I didn't
said
know what you was
pause.
going to say before you said it.
I said I'm not gonna say it.
And you're like,
Go ahead,
oh,
say
yeah,
it.
go
No,
ahead,
go ahead, go ahead, say it.
He did ask.
I thought we were free here.
We-
I said pause.
I thought we were free here.
I said pause.
I was free.
But it does
That
check out.
is
Youth
crazy.
group kids are always just being dumb.
Yeah. And that's the craziest thing is always something wild, like you doing something you're not
like-
supposed to.
A ruler?
Where you
And
get
what's
a
the
metal
coincidence?
ruler?
You get smacked around your face,
Nah, bro.
ruler grab, slit.
So it says,
Do you-
want to know how I got these
Do you,
scars?
think, do you think that pain is worse than when y'all eating the ices?
Ooh, and then you try
they-
to rip it off.
Yeah,
and
bro.
Oh
And
yeah.
What? And what?
They're getting slit straight
Yeah.
across.
Oh no, that's crazy. Yeah, you're right.
Also, phenomenal
What
movie.
is he laughing about?
Is that your brother?
That's my brother. That boy laughing down the street, man. That's crazy. That's funny, man.
This is an anonymous story. If you guys have stories you'd like to send into the show, stories@ygcpodcast.com is where we you can send those in. We had a newer kid at youth group, so during worship, I made it a point to stand by him to make sure that he was having a good time. To my delight, he actively engaged in worship. He was displaying his excitement by jumping and raising his hands. But out of nowhere, I felt something hit my foot. Upon looking down, I noticed that this student was looking down, searching for something on the floor. To my surprise, he retrieved a large marble from the floor and without hesitation placed it in his mouth real quick and then popped it into his empty eye socket. Turns out this kid was so hyped during worship, his glass eye fell out.
Yo. Wait, he put it in his mouth.
Yeah, you gotta wash it off before you can put it back.
So?
Because
Why? What's the point of that?
What's the point of what?
to wash off the eyeball before you put it in your eye socket.
So you can have saliva on your eyeball and put it in your eye socket.
It's probably so it goes in clean.
Oh, or
'Cause it was on the
it's
floor.
lubricated.
Yeah. Yes.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
It was a stare at Isaiah while you
It
said
is.
that for me, but
And it hit his foot.
it bounced off his
It
foot.
bounced off his foot, and he said, "Oh, you got a marble?" He said, "Nah, it's mine."
Imagine looking at that kid before he put the eyeball back in his eye during worship.
Just empty.
My worship
socket.
gonna change.
Jump scare.
Just empty.
My
socket.
worship gonna change. It's gonna change.
God.
Heal him, Lord.
Heal him, Jesus. Nah, that's crazy.
Have you ever actually seen someone with a glass eye?
Yeah,
I
Boy,
never
hit
have.
That jump.
I
He
never
came
have.
down and said, "Bloop bloop."
yeah, that's crazy. And how hard you gotta be worshiping for that?
Yo,
That nigga pop out your head.
That bro, he was getting lit.
Yeah, he was had to be headbanging. That don't. How did that pop out his
What
face?
the pastor didn't tell us is that when he clapped, he accidentally hit dude in the back of the head.
Yeah, that has something.
So that eyeball came flying out. That boy said, oh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, bro. Nah, cause one time.
Oh man.
Nah,
No, do it. Say it.
No.
Say it.
Because I don't need millions of people making fun of me. So I don't know about
This probably wouldn't even get posted on a clip if it's a different story.
Sam, you need.
I won't do you dirty. I won't. Go for it.
I won't do you dirty.
Everybody, he said it. So
It
if he
will be on the
does,
audio
he's not-
podcast.
he's not a deacon.
But I won't clip it
Unless
unless it's really good.
Unless it's really good. You already signed the waiver.
I signed my life away. I signed my life away. That boy
He
said,
got
"Go
you
ahead, sign
on
this
the 360.
for the next time." You did too.
I did.
Yeah,
We both
he
on
got
a
us both.
plantation.
Could have been. On a plantation.
That's
That boy
crazy.
signed us. So one time,
Sorry, y'all said group chat, but yeah.
one time.
Yeah, this is group chat, buddy.
It was literally last year, bro. And I've only told this to 3 people. And I told them not to bring it up because I'm a little embarrassed by it. But one time I went to yawn and my eyeball actually like came out.
No.
And like
No,
I had
no,
to push
no.
it back in.
No,
and
no,
then
no,
I
no,
cried
no.
after because I was like, this was the scariest thing that's ever happened.
You're lying to
I
me.
promise.
I believe
You are
it.
lying.
So it was the day.
That does
It
not
was the
just
day-
happen.
It was the day that Drake dropped his album, and I thought it was because I was listening to Drake, so I turned this up. I said,
You thought the Lord was freaking punishing you, dude.
I said, oh, my eyeball fell out. Let me change the music.
That is wild.
Bro,
He got
I cried.
convicted
I cried
right
for
there.
15 minutes after I said, God, I'm sorry.
Well, why I really believe that is sometimes how Zay be looking at people, it really be looking like his eyes about to
Nah,
pop out
bro.
his
So,
head.
like, I have big eyes, and I
got
didn't
them
know.
pug eyes.
I
Honestly,
didn't
you
know
don't,
that
you
could
don't even really
happen.
have big eyes. You open them
Why are you
so
yelling? Why are
wide.
you yelling?
You
Why are you
open them
yelling?
so wide.
He got mad. He said, "You don't, Isaiah. You don't have big eyes."
Don't ever say that about yourself.
He said, "What did Pastor talk about
I'm
today?
standing up for
Identity."
You just open your eyes so wide that it
He
really
do.
looks like one could just.
And it did. And now every time I
That
yawn,
is-
I'm like,
He said,
I said,
So
I
how
don't
far
even-
was this thing out, dude? That
bro, I caught it immediately. As soon as, because you can feel it. So, like, it's a part of you, unless you kid.
unless you who?
the kid.
Unless you him and it's not attached. Like, as soon as it came out,
That's crazy.
I didn't have my glasses on either. So as soon as it came out, like I felt it and I was like, bro, when I tell, because it was like 6 a.m. and I had just woken up and I was lit because Drake had just dropped his album,
What was the album?
For All the Dogs.
Mm.
Yes, I listened to Christian music. Can't
And
say
his
it.
eye,
Get him,
popped
y'all.
out,
I've done it
his
before.
eye
I've
probably
done it
popped
before.
out.
Get him,
because-
y'all.
Okay.
He be listening to secular music.
The
Get
Lord
him.
said, "Thou shalt not listen to
Get
Drizzy."
him. Get him,
Your
y'all.
eyeball coming out.
He be wa-
I'm gonna take your eyeball. Somebody said, Isaiah, can you deal with that? please? 'Cause that's bullying. That's bullying.
Not
Isaiah is
Isaiah, that's
crazy.
crazy.
That's bullying.
That is hilarious.
That's bullying. Nah, bro, it was the scariest. Honestly, it was probably the scariest thing that's ever happened.
That-
to me.
I didn't even know it was possible
It's possible. Look it up.
for just to be chilling and your eye come out.
I
dude.
wasn't chilling, bro.
You were singing? What? Oh, was he?
What? How hard was you yawning?
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. It was a life-changing yawn. Let me tell you that.
That
Like in
I
my
never-
first
I
thought,
never
his
yawned like
toes
that
was
again.
curling up.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
The Bears bet under.
All right, that's crazy. Now he really saying why his eye
Nah, that's
popped out.
crazy. Yo, chill out, Brittany. My wife in the audience right now. She said, if that's the case.
Both eyes would have been. Oh
He
my god.
said, next, I'm going to take notes. Next time, I'm going to get you.
Oh my goodness.
Go walk around.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, my gosh, bruh. You ain't going to never need them glasses again. Take them off. Take them off.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh
That's
my
funny,
goodness.
bruh.
This is a story from Brianna. Brianna said, at youth camp, we were training counselors before campers showed up for the summer. One night at 3 a.m., I woke up to the urgent knock at our door. It was one of the
Mr.
male
Ashley.
counselors. What?
He ain't never watched SpongeBob. He never watched SpongeBob.
That boy said, what?
It's
I didn't
the
watch
hashling.
The Ashley.
Mash bringing. Hash bringing.
Are you teeing his spatula?
Oh my gosh,
goodness,
yo.
bro. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not.
Oh
Get
my
y'all
goodness.
views.
All
We
right.
good, bro.
I woke
Listen.
up to an urgent knock at our door. It was one of the male counselors saying his sister, who was another counselor, was having an emergency in the girls' restroom. I didn't hear details, so I just ran out of our cabin into the girls' bathroom next door. When the other leaders and I got in there, we found this girl in one of the stalls. I couldn't see much except there was quite a bit of blood. But as I got up closer, I realized she was sitting on the toilet holding a brand new baby.
Whoa! Whoa! I was not expecting that. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's the crazy.
Congratulations.
Oh my god!
Oh.
There ain't no way!
She said, I asked how far along she was, and she said she didn't even know she was pregnant.
There is no.
No.
wrong.
She had gone into labor earlier in the night and went into the restroom to take a shower, where eventually she went on the stall and gave birth completely on her own.
I don't even know.
What's going on in this world, bro?
But that's gotta be crazy.
It's sad.
Listen,
Sierra says it's sad.
that is.
I mean, the child's alive. The mom's fine. It's not.
But you know how much pain tolerance you gotta have? Be like, yo, let me just get up and take a shower. I'm good. She said, let me just go take a shower. What's that called? No epidural?
She
no
woke
nothing.
up. She said something wrong.
Something's wrong.
Something going on. Y'all gotta call somebody.
She said that camp food's tearing my stomach up. She said that chili got me.
got me
got,
going.
that chili got my stomach moving.
Somebody was walking to the bathroom. Was the chili red?
Yo.
Oh. Not a baby.
Hey man, congrats. Hey,
Bruh, congrats.
congrats.
It's his purity ring kid's girlfriend.
Nah, we good.
You don't have any
'Cause
questions?
That would have got me canceled.
That's real.
That would have got me canceled.
That's real.
We will move on to our mailbag segment. We will take a break from stories for a second. What?
Here, bro.
What? What?
What? Why'd you say that?
You have to say it into the mic.
He said he said what she looked like, how she ain't know she was pregnant.
There are rare cases, correct me if I'm wrong. Believe it or not, they don't look pregnant. They don't know they're pregnant, and they just have a baby. There's a show about it, right? Isn't there a show about that?
All the
Oh,
women.
I didn't know I was
Oh, y'all
pregnant.
wanna
Was the
speak
show?
up now?
All the women in the
Nah.
audience.
Nah. Y'all should have spoke up 5 minutes ago.
Jay's here. Can you tell us about your experience of being? We got the most recent.
No, the most recent born, right?
Your most recent born in the audience.
That boy 11. He said, I can tell you about it. I can tell you about it. Let me tell you about it.
This is our mailbag segment where listeners send in questions to the show. If you have a question you would like featured, questions at ygcpodcast.com. This first one is from Bayless_Taylor. Do you all go to the same church?
No.
Yes.
I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
That's crazy.
I don't go to
Yes.
church.
With the exception of 2 guests we've had on the show,
The Cuomo brothers.
the Cuomo brothers. They go to a church a couple towns over, and they go to church together. And then everybody else that's been on the show, everybody goes to the same church, with the exception of like different campuses, because we kind of mix and match.
Yeah.
We have a couple campuses.
Yeah.
So yes, we pretty much all do. This is from Adrian. What do you like doing outside of work? Do you have any hobbies? So when you're
Yeah.
not working, what do you like to be doing?
I like to watch YouTube videos. Play the game.
That's facts. Absolutely. Those two.
Play basketball.
I don't like
Basketball.
that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Zay?
Right. I like to make music, obviously. I love family. So like I really try to spend a lot of time with family.
Isaiah's brother is here, right? Is that
Absolutely.
first time he's
Yeah.
ever had anyone
Big
besides
bruh.
his wife Brittany in the studio?
Big bro.
Amen.
Put
Put the camera. No,
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You got the Eli cam.
Don't do that. No, I like to take long walks in the park. I like
my
sunsets,
Gosh.
sunrises.
He's writing a dating profile right
You know,
now.
absolutely.
Zay is really
It
a
sounds
white
like
woman
that's
on
what
the
he's asking
inside.
for us. Besides work, what do you like to do? Do you make music with your wife as well? Hey, the marriage bed undefiled. Y'all ain't ever seen like All Dogs Go to Heaven, where the dude, the crocodile singing through the water. Let's make music together.
Nope.
That was it, baby. But yeah.
Me, sports, playing sports, watching sports, music. I like to garden. That's like my wife and I like to homestead.
That's fire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we
trying to
do
get
like
to
we do
fire,
enjoy
that.
that.
actually.
So in the summer, that's sort of our thing to do. Yeah, and the reason people ask these is like if you think about it, they could be listening for 100 episodes and not actually know much about us.
Yeah.
But they hear us all the time on the show. So it is interesting. So it's fun to answer some of these. This is from Valley_HSYA. So probably young adult account. What is the funniest reason a kid got kicked out of your youth group? I'm just going to say, I don't know any kids that got kicked out, so I don't have an answer. But do you guys know of any funny situations?
All of our kids got kicked out because they was fighting.
Funniest reason.
I don't think there really
Nice.
was a funny one, was there?
Yeah, I don't know if there was necessarily a funny one.
Nah,
It was all pretty serious.
We laughed about it afterwards. But during it was horror.
Kids got kicked out,
Yeah.
but not necessarily like something funny. That they
Yeah, I don't know if it was funny. All of our stuff is like, you got kicked out because you was
were-
He
fighting,
was fighting.
There,
smoking weed in the bathroom.
yeah, it's
That
normally pretty bad.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
happened. I don't know.
All right, our last
what you're talking
mailbag
about.
question here. This is from Grace. What is your go-to Taco Bell order?
Crunchwrap Supreme.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Or-
an easy go to.
Or the what's it called? The bean. I forgot the name of it. Must not be my favorite.
I personally, while I was thinking about that, I love the Crunchwrap Supreme,
Mhm.
but I think I have to go with just the classic soft taco.
Soft taco.
That's my go-to.
But that's
You look
plain.
like
I know
though.
it's
Taco
plain, but
Bell.
I'm pretty plain when it comes
Or
to
the 3-layer beefy cheese burrito.
Fire, bro.
Yeah, that's
BB5
fire.
layer.
That's
Never
fire.
tried it, but it sounds really good. What time are they open till tonight?
Late, pretty late,
Late.
honestly.
That actually sounds really good. Maybe we'll stop there.
You're gonna be up later than midnight.
Yeah, you gonna be up already.
You're gonna feel it rumbly in your tummy.
All right, we have a few more stories here. This is from Chloe. For youth group, we took our students to a local farmer's house so we could swim in their pond. Later that night, I was walking to my car and heard commotion coming from the barn. So I walked over and saw some students chilling on the circle hay bales. They were stacked probably 4 bales high, so I climbed up to see what they were doing and found them smoking weed.
Mm.
Keep in mind,
Great thing to do on hay. Yeah.
Keep in mind, this is late at night, so it was completely dark. I told them they had to get down, and we left the barn. I informed the pastor where they were, and unfortunately, some of the boys left before we got a chance to talk to them. When talking with one of the boys that hadn't left yet, he mentioned that one of his friends wasn't there anymore. So I assumed he had quickly dipped with some of his friends after getting caught in the barn. We all left thinking everything was fine, but the next week, I found out when the farmer went out to his barn the next morning, he heard screaming coming from behind the hay bales. Come to find out, one of the boys fell through the holes between the bales, but none of us knew. So he was stuck inside the hay bales the entire night.
Bro, that is my worst fear. That is my worst
Nah,
fear.
that's actually mad
To be
scary.
in a mad small place.
That's mad scary.
Oh my gosh.
That's actually mad scary. I mean, that's what
Also,
he
what
get.
type of friends?
Yeah, how don't you know your
What's
man's
going
is
on?
missing?
Where'd you?
Half of the group left
Oh.
and dipped so they wouldn't get in trouble. Half stayed. It was dark, and I bet the kid went to go hide when the youth pastor came up, jumped down and was like trying to be quiet and realized he couldn't get out
That boy
before
jumped
everyone left the
into
barn.
oblivion.
Yeah, he was.
He entered the
Hidden.
gulag.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's scary.
This is a story from Mason. While preaching to middle schoolers, I had one of my high schoolers running tech for me. Usually, for my title slide at the beginning of my sermon, this high schooler would put a funny description under my name, usually like arm wrestling champion or something like that. I had won 9 square that night, so the student decided to reference that when coming up with my title. Unfortunately, though, I didn't get to look at it before it went up on the big screens. So when I noticed some people laughing in the crowd, I turned around to see Pastor Mason, Mayor of Pound Town, written on the graphic for everyone to see. Apparently, what the student thought he was putting up there was Mayor of Smacktown.
No. He said that man Mirror Pound Town. That's what they.
That's what they said.
That's what they said.
They said by the looks of him.
He said, "Yeah, he the Mayor of Pound Town."
That's the mayor of Pound Town right there. Was he married? Because if he was,
he said,
is
"Yeah,
he lying?
that's what my wife called me."
I would have went up there and been like, I'm glad y'all know.
No, that's crazy.
No, that's actually wild.
No, that's
actually wild. That's actually wild. Not in front of some kids.
Nah,
That's
that's
actually wild.
crazy.
Yeah, nah. I'd have been like, turn it off. Turn it. Carl?
I
It's not a
have
joke.
I have one more story. This is from Amy. Amy said, I had a kid in my youth group who was an incredible hacker.
Mm.
He was so good, in fact, the feds showed up during youth group to arrest him. This kid had an illegal version of the Anarchist Cookbook, and he gave it to me to hold. I was a 19-year-old leader, so I ignorantly told him I would hold on to it for him so he wouldn't be in trouble. In a million years did I think the feds would be involved, and I would have my computer confiscated. Long story short, he was given the option to work for them for 10 years probation or go to prison.
Of course.
He was a minor, so him and his mom chose the job, and we never saw that kid again.
That boy said, I'll put you to work.
That's low key fire though. Listen, your skills, they're good. We want you to come work for us.
I
That's
really
like
only
good
thought
movie
that happened
plot
in the
stuff.
movies.
Wait, what is the Anarchist Cookbook?
I did look it up. It is where it's like basically a terrorist manifesto. Yes.
That's crazy.
And she had it on her computer.
Oh, it was a girl?
The leader
Oh,
was a
wow.
girl, and the hacker, I don't know, was probably a boy.
That's
but
wild.
He gave it to the leader, and she's like, yeah, I'll hold this for you. It was like a floppy disk.
Mm-hmm.
And she like put it on her computer to see what it was.
He gave her that stuff.
Yeah. All right. To
That's
close this
crazy.
episode, we're doing our favorite segment, Would You Rather? First option.
I forgot the stories now. It's been a while.
What's that? You forgot?
It's been a
I know.
while.
It has been a bit. First option is we will go with the hay bale story. You fall behind the hay bales and you get stuck there for the night.
Mm-mm.
Second option is the very first story we shared on the podcast where the guy went to the water park.
The meat to jeans.
Yes, meat to jeans for the entire day until he realized he had exposed everyone that was walking around in public.
Yeah, I'm getting stuck. I'm getting stuck.
Mm-mm.
You're getting stuck? I would get stuck.
Yeah, I'm getting stuck.
I'm getting stuck. Because they didn't say he was stuck.
No.
They just like tight. They just said
Yeah.
he fell down.
Right. I'm
But
good.
you do probably think you're gonna die.
Y'all
Yeah.
might be good. I'm making it halfway. I'm be hovering. guys, I really can't breathe, guys. Nah, bro.
So you just okay? Just
Schmeed out. Schmeed out.
All right, Isaiah. Okay, you've
I
heard
don't-
it here.
Don't care.
Don't care.
clearly.
I'm taking the hay bale.
What's that? Clearly. For the night? For the night?
Yes.
For the night,
For the night.
Yes.
entire night until the next day.
No.
then the world
That's my
seeing
worst-
your meat. The world
It
seeing
wasn't the
your
world.
meat.
It
Yo,
wasn't the
hold
world.
on.
No, it wasn't.
He done went to the restaurant, to the mall, on the bus.
Yep.
Slanging.
Listen. If you don't tell me that my Schmeat is out, it's your fault.
No,
Someone
it's not.
eventually
Yes, it is.
No,
How-
that's
Bro,
on
if
you.
I
No.
see one person
You gonna tell me
and
they
I
meat out.
glance over and
gonna
I
tell
see
them they meat
penis,
You gonna tell
absolutely, I'm telling them, hey, yo, zip your pants, bruh. Absolutely. It's common courtesy. Plus,
Why you yelling?
why not? Like, why wouldn't I say, hey, yo, zip your
Yo,
pants?
beat up.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Just let the man go out here and expose
then you just
himself.
admitted to being a meat watcher.
Because
You
why
was
were
watching
you looking?
meat.
I wasn't watching meat.
This-
I glanced over. I'm a meat glancer.
So you meat glancing.
I'm a meat
You
glancer.
glancing
I'm
at
not,
meat.
I'm not a meat watcher.
Now you admitted to
I ain't like. No, that's meat.
you a meat,
Like, I'm
you
not-
meat inspector.
I am not no meat inspector. I am not a meat enthusiast. I glanced over for a second. Hey, yo, put your meat away, bruh.
You were the meat inspector.
Nobody want to see that sloppy Joe. Put that away. Appreciate you.
All right, I will take the hay bale. Buddy takes the hay bale. Chat, where are you at?
Hey,
Someone said yes, sir. Our I mean, yeah, you're on a youth group trip, dude. You have to take that into consideration. I know it's an accident, but still,
It's true.
minors.
yup.
You're still avoiding the hay bales.
Yeah, because I don't smoke weed.
Okay.
Y'all smoking weed?
Okay, that's fair.
He
That's
didn't
fair.
say
Smoking
weed.
weed?
That's
That's
not what he
fair.
said.
Y'all smoking weed?
That's not what he said.
No, but we got to think about it. We got to take it into consideration. What were you doing up on them hay bales with them kids?
But
I mean,
that
I used
is
to jump and run around
assuming-
on
no,
them.
no.
That's
You
assuming.
was- They was all up there smoking weed. So
Yeah,
We don't know if
What-
they all was.
True.
Bruh.
I bet that was the homeschool kid
Bruh.
that wasn't smoking weed, but he was hanging out,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, I can't get caught up here.
Yeah. But
And
the
slip
question
down.
was get stuck on a hillboard all night or meet me out.
Unintentionally show me? Yeah, I'll do that.
But
Okay.
you're not unintentionally show me because you picked to show your meat.
No. Well, I guess, yeah. I guess you're right. Thinking about that, I stand on business.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right. You heard it here. That is the end
Meat
of
to the
episode
world.
109.
Wait,
That's
wait,
what
whoa,
we'll-
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
here we
Oh
go.
my
Whoa.
goodness.
But I would never do that
Too late.
intentionally.
Too late.
Unintentionally, of course.
That was a loud silence.
It was.
Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Youth Group Chronicles. 109 episodes in the books. That's a wild thing to
That's
consider.
crazy.
What they say?
Zay is also in Meat Flashes Anonymous.
Yo,
That's crazy.
Yo,
Yeah,
that person's
absolutely.
name is Isaiah too.
We need to know, bro. How long is all night?
What do you mean? How long is all night?
Like, bro, I'm not getting stuck.
They're
like
there
that.
for a youth event.
I'm not
in the
doing that.
evening.
Like, what if
They said it was.
I get stuck in my arms
wanted
just
me
like this?
Well, they
You
said it
wanted
was
me to
already
explain it.
nighttime.
You wanted me to explain it.
Yeah.
The
Oh, my
event
bad.
was nighttime, so let's say 9 or 10 p.m. It's dark out. I mean, what youth event that you're going home that night is normally later than that? 9 or 10 p.m. The next day, the farmer goes out, hears the kids screaming. The earliest a farmer would go out would be 5 a.m.,
Yeah.
4 a.m. to like milk the cows. But I don't know if it was that kind of farm. So maybe like 8 or 9 a.m.
So you in there for 12,
Bro, you're
almost 12 hours.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, give me
I'd
that.
be fine.
Yeah, give me
No.
that. Give me that.
I wouldn't, though.
I'm good.
I know who
Because,
I am.
but then you gotta sit in the back of your head like, dang, I had my meat out in front of all these people,
Dang.
and half of them was kids.
And they ain't say nothing. Oh.
Who would want to admit to that?
I mean, the older woman did it. Why
Yeah,
can't
because
nobody
old
else?
people don't care. Old people don't care.
Listen,
Are you keeping your decision? He is. I can see it in his eyes.
That's the meat man.
I'm not getting stuck. It's like it's my worst
It's all right, man.
fear.
It's all right.
It's my worst fear.
Meat man say.
Hey,
Anyway,
my
guys,
wife.
thank you so much for tuning into this episode. If you have stories at
what a good mom- That's
YGCpodcast.com.
my guy, bro.
Buddy and Isaiah, thank you guys. And we will see you all next week for episode 110.